Starfinder.
Hooray! Sweet freedom! Oh, goodbye, new friends!
The Skittermander scampers past you and vanishes down the hallway, toward the exit. You leave the diagnostics room. You continue down the passage, and the clanking grows louder. Peering around a corner, you see a green-skinned goblin in a cheap set of armor is busy ripping components out of the walls and stuffing them into crates.
Space goblins are green-skinned, 3-foot-tall humanoids with oversized oblong heads and long ears. Native to Absalom Station, they can now be found across the galaxy, where they prove a nuisance to other races with their constant scavenging and murderous sense of humor. While notoriously stupid in most matters, goblins are geniuses at building functional weapons out of scrap and trash.
You're the one with the street smarts. How do you want to play this?
Do you go in with guns blazing? Sneak up and attack close range? Or try to talk to him?
The space goblin ignores your attempt to converse.
No talking! Grex! Murgo! Help! Intruders coming for the shinies!
The space goblin is wearing patchwork armor with a cracked bubble helmet, and is armed with a tactical baton and a makeshift laser pistol that appears held together with string and tape.
Rolling for initiative to determine who goes first. 3 + 2 initiative bonus is 5. Rolling for the other combatants. Raya fires her laser pistol at the space goblin.
Take that.
1 damage. The space goblin is slightly injured, then Raya takes cover. Raya is next to you, and the space goblin is within range, 60 feet ahead. Each turn, you get 1 move and 1 action. Moves include advancing towards an enemy, falling back, or taking cover. Actions include attacking an enemy, using a healing serum, taking an extra move, and more. As your helpful AI, I'll analyze the battlefield for you and recommend a few options. If you'd like to do something that I didn't recommend, just say what you'd like to do and I'll see if it's possible. To start your turn, do you fire at the space goblin? Or take cover? If your attack roll is equal to or higher than your enemy's armor class, your attack hits. Navasi, a quick question before rolling for attack. If you'd like to speed things up, you can turn on fast mode, where I will skip the dice roll details and jump to the outcome. Would you like to turn on fast mode? Okay, fast mode not enabled. Rolling for attack. 16 + 2 attack bonus is 18. Rolling for damage. 4. The space goblin is heavily injured. For some protection from ranged attacks, try taking cover. To end your turn, do you take cover? Or advance? Cover provides +2 bonus against ranged attacks. You quickly get behind cover. The space goblin advances 30 feet, then fires at Raya. 4 damage.
Oh, come on!
Raya is injured. Raya emerges from cover and advances 30 feet, then swings her tactical baton at the space goblin.
Oh, that was satisfying. This is fun.
3 damage. The space goblin is defeated.
With a choked gurgle, the goblin drops to the ground.
Raya is injured. You take a moment to rest and recharge. Raya is restored to her maximum of 10 hit points. Do you search the goblin for valuables?
As you search the corpse, you find that most of the goblin's gear is trash only a goblin would bother carrying around. Yet one item stands out. A sleek, black datapad that looks brand new. Raya picks it up and raises an eyebrow.
Now what's a goblin doing with this?
When the datapad's screen lights up, you find it contains only pictures.
Which skill do you use to try and identify the items? Science or technology? Rolling for technology check. 10 plus 6 technology bonus is 16.
As you flick through the list, you immediately recognize that many of the pictures match the various stolen components packed into the crates. While it isn't surprising to find goblins stealing, it's strange that they appear to have been going exclusively after power regulation equipment. And not the basic stuff either. Heavy ion capacitors, high-load voltage sag regulators. Definitely not the most lucrative components to fence. Somebody must be building something with a lot of power. Whoever put this shopping list together, you'd bet your last credit it wasn't a goblin.
Datapad added to inventory. Progress saved. 40% complete.
Hello, Starfinders. Korbach here. Just wanted to take a moment to tell you about the Starfinder Beginner Box. With streamlined rules, this deluxe boxed set is perfect for the small group and includes everything you need for a night of tabletop adventure.
Would you like to learn more about the Starfinder Beginner Box? Continuing where you left off.
Ahead, the corridor doubles in height, allowing access to a long wall crowded with pipes, several of them painted a glaring hazard yellow. Partway down the corridor, one of the pipes has ruptured and is spraying gas that pools along the floor, filling the corridor to head height before flowing away down a vent. For a second, you think you're seeing things. But no, in the dim light, the gas appears to be glowing a faint electric blue.
Radiation warning. The gas ahead is giving off significant radiation. It may be more than your suit can handle safely. While levels don't appear high enough to be fatal, it might make you sick.
The gas seems heavier than air. We could try to climb the pipes and go over it. Or we could just run through and hope our suits can handle it.
Novasi, your radiation buffer will help you avoid the harmful effects of radiation. Do you try to climb the walls? Or quickly sprint through the radiation? Time to test your athleticism. The athletic skill represents your ability to perform acts of physical might and grace, such as balancing, climbing, leaping, grappling, and moving in 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 3 plus 1 athletics bonus is 4.
You carefully clamber up the pipes, but it's harder than it looks. You're only halfway across when suddenly...
Look out!
With a squeal, the pipe you're clinging to rips free from the wall, plunging you down into the gas. You each take 1 point of damage as you hit the floor, and are currently immersed in the radioactive gas.
Time to test your ability to stand up to physical punishment or attacks against your vitality, like disease and radiation, with a fortitude saving throw. Rolling for fortitude save. 14, with no bonus, is 14.
As you sprint through the glowing gas, you suddenly feel queasy and lightheaded. Warning lights on your armor glow red as you stagger free of the cloud. Raya leans against the wall, coughing and clutching her stomach.
I think maybe I should start making the decisions.
Radiation sickness from the cloud has given you the hampered condition. For the next 8 hours, you take a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. That is why I, as your personal AI unit, am equipped with a radiation warning system. Which you ignored. Progress saved. 60% complete.
Ahead, a wall of transparent aluminum splits the corridor. On one side, a heavy pressurized blast door stands closed, the light above it glowing red. On the other side, observing the door through the window wall, is a small control station, many of its displays cracked, but still glowing with data. Raya rushes over and begins eagerly examining the controls.
Looks like it's an airlock to a small maintenance dock. It's busted, though. It has to be cycled manually from this panel. Only one of us can go through at a time, but controls on the side should still be functional. I'll let you through, and then you can use the other set to bring me through. Oh yeah, and it looks like there's air on the other side. That's nice.
Do you go through the airlock? Or offer to trade places with Raya?
The light above the door turns green as Raya triggers the controls, and it opens with a hiss. As you step into the airlock, the door behind you closes, and the one in front of you opens. Stepping through the airlock, you find yourself in a small, empty shuttle bay. To your left is a large atmospheric containment door marked with hazard stripes and vacuum warnings, as well as windows showing the starry void beyond. A ladder on the opposite wall leads up to a small control station, but a nearby power cable has been severely damaged, throwing irregular showers of sparks across the ladder. Directly across from you is an airlock similar to the one you just came through. More immediately important than all of these, however, is the goblin busily packing crates in the middle of the room. She wears a bright orange pressure suit, and as you enter, she spins around and begins firing her homemade laser pistol at you.
Eat laser, lollipops! You can't catch us! We're gonna be downside kings! Send you lollipops for a walk out the airlock!
You are currently under attack.
Do you fight back? Use the docking bay controls to vent them into space? Or try to bluff her? Navasi, first you'll need to reach the controls. The ladder is an easy climb, but dodging the electrical arcs around it is going to be tricky. Time to test your ability to dodge out of the way of area attacks and avoid nasty traps with a reflex saving throw. Rolling for reflex save. 16, plus 6 reflex bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 20.
You manage to judge the pattern in the electrical discharges and launch yourself past them up the ladder. Barely avoiding getting zapped. You manage to scramble up to the platform with the docking bay controls. Thankfully, it also has a safety harness, and you quickly slip your arms inside.
Rolling for technology check. 3, plus 6 technology bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 7. Docking bay control panel reporting improper input received. Do you try the controls again? Or fight the goblins? Rolling for technology check. 13, plus 6 technology bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 17.
With a warning klaxon, the bay doors open. The sudden rush of escaping atmosphere tugs on you, but the harness holds you safely in place. The goblin isn't so lucky. With a wail that quickly turns to silence as the bay's air escapes, the goblin and her crates are ejected out into space. If she's lucky, her suit will keep her alive until authorities can pick her up.
You and Raya are injured. You take a moment to rest and recharge. You are restored to your maximum of 12 hit points. Raya is restored to her maximum of 10 hit points. Progress saved. 80% complete.
Congratulations. You earned the Vacuum Sucks award for spacing the goblin threat. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Take a break? Or keep going?
With the goblin threat handled, silence descends on the docking bay. You cycle the airlock, allowing Raya to step through. She looks around.
Seems like you handled this all right on your own. Maybe I should hang back more often.
Unlike the last airlock, the one on the far side of the room appears to be unlocked. You and Raya enter the unlocked airlock together and cycle it. Through the airlock, you and Raya find yourselves in a clean, cold room filled with glowing server towers. On the far side stands a Kasatha, a member of a mysterious four-armed race obsessed with tradition and custom. Like all Kasatha, he wears an elaborate mask covering his mouth, though the multi-hued head tattoos clearly mark him as an outlaw. He's busily dismantling a high-end capacitor, but as you step through the door, he whirls around.
What the? You're not Murgle.
The Kasatha raises his main arms, and magical sparks play along his matte black body armor.
It's dangerous to get lost down here. You're about to find out how dangerous.
As an envoy, you can try to bluff him.
Do you fight? Or try and bluff him?
As you rack your brain for a way to talk your way out of this situation without violence, you strike on two potential angles. On the one hand, station security seems to be reasonable, given the local violence. On the other, you could gamble and say you are with the Downside Kings, one of the local gangs.
Do you present yourself as station security? Or a gang member?
You put on your best sneer and order the Kasatha to stand down. You're from the Downside Kings, here to take control of this operation.
Rolling for interaction check. 9 plus 12 interaction bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 19.
The Kasatha's eyes narrow. He becomes visibly impatient.
Your childish attempt at deception dishonor us both. Fight.
Rolling for initiative. 13 plus 2 initiative bonus is 15. Rolling for the other combatants. Raya supercharges your weapon.
Supercharge online!
Then takes cover. Raya is next to you, and the Kasatha is just beyond your range, 90 feet ahead. Raya has supercharged your weapons, making it possible for your next melee or ranged attack to deal massive damage if it hits. To start your turn, do you advance? Or take cover? You advance 30 feet. To end your turn, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Navasi, as an envoy, you have a special ability called Get 'em. You inspire your allies and provide +1 attack bonus to hit the enemy that you are targeting. Rolling for attack. 16, plus 2 attack bonus, +1 Get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 17. Rolling for damage. 6, plus 6 supercharge bonus, is 12 damage.
Demoricus, take you!
The Kasatha is heavily injured. The Kasatha fires magic missile at Raya. Five damage.
Ha!
Raya is heavily injured, then the Kasatha takes cover. Raya fires her laser pistol at the Kasatha.
Ha! Take that! And that!
1 damage.
Curse you!
The The Kasatha is heavily injured, then Raya emerges from cover and advances 30 feet. Raya is next to you, and the Kasatha is within range and taking cover, 60 feet ahead. Navasi, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Rolling for attack. 11, plus 2 attack bonus, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 12. Rolling for damage. 6. The Kasatha is critically injured. Do you take cover? Or advance? You advance 30 feet. The Kasatha fires magic missile at Raya. Five damage. Raya falls unconscious. The Kasatha is taking cover, 30 feet ahead. Navasi, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Sorry, I didn't get that. Navasi, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Rolling for attack. 1. Critical fail. Do you take cover? Or advance? I didn't catch that. Do you take cover? Or advance? I didn't catch that. Do you take cover? Or advance? You have the following items: 2 fragmentation grenades, tactical baton, laser pistol, second skin, healing serum, radiation buffer, arc pistol, and datapad. Do you take cover? Or advance? Your health is already full and does not need to be restored. Do you take cover? Or advance? Your health is already full and does not need to be restored. Do you take cover? Or advance? Your health is already full and does not need to be restored. Do you take cover? Or advance? I didn't catch that. Do you take cover? Or advance? Inventory report: 2 fragmentation grenades, tactical baton, laser pistol, second skin, healing serum, radiation buffer, arc pistol, and datapad. Do you take cover? Or advance? You already used your action this turn. Do you take cover? Or advance? You advance 30 feet. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at you.
Your technique is weak.
6 damage. You have 6 hit points remaining. The Kasatha is within arm's reach. Navasi, do you swing your tactical baton at the Kasatha? Use your last healing serum? Or fire at the Kasatha? Rolling for healing amount. 7. 7 hit points healed, no longer hampered. You are at full health with 12 hit points. Do you stand your ground? Or fall back? You stand your ground and end your turn. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at you.
Embarrassing.
Starfinder.
Resuming.
With the goblin threat handled, silence descends on the docking bay. You cycle the airlock, allowing Raya to step through. She looks around.
Seems like you handled this all right on your own. Maybe I should hang back more often.
Unlike the last airlock, the one on the far side of the room appears to be unlocked. You and Raya enter the unlocked airlock together and cycle it. Through the airlock, you and Raya find yourselves in a clean, cold room filled with glowing server towers. On the far side stands a Kasatha, a member of a mysterious four-armed race obsessed with tradition and custom. Like all Kasatha, he wears an elaborate mask covering his mouth, though the multi-hued head tattoos clearly mark him as an outlaw. He's busily dismantling a high-end capacitor, but as you step through the door, he whirls around.
What the? You're not Murgle.
The Kasatha raises his main arms, and magical sparks play along his matte black body armor.
It's dangerous to get lost down here. You're about to find out how dangerous.
As an envoy, you can try to bluff him.
Do you fight? Or try and bluff him?
As you rack your brain for a way to talk your way out of this situation without violence, you strike on two potential angles. On the one hand, station security seems to be reasonable, given the local violence. On the other, you could gamble and say you are with the Downside Kings, one of the local gangs.
Do you present yourself as station security? Or a gang member?
You hold up your comms unit to show the Kasatha, announcing that you're with station security, and you've got two heavy weapons squads ready to move in and blow him to atoms if he doesn't stand down immediately. The only reason you haven't already is because you don't want to damage the servers.
Rolling for interaction check. 13, plus 12 interaction bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 23.
The Kasatha's eyes narrow. He becomes visibly impatient.
I remember my first job. Too bad, unlike me, this will be your last job.
Rolling for initiative. 11, plus 2 initiative bonus, is 13. Rolling for the other combatants. The Kasatha fires magic missile at you. Two damage. You have 10 hit points remaining. Raya is next to you, and the Kasatha is just beyond your range, 90 feet ahead. To use your arc pistol, get within 60 feet of an enemy. To start your turn, do you advance? Or take cover? You advance 30 feet. To end your turn, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Rolling for attack. 20. Critical hit. The Kasatha is staggered. A staggered enemy can either move or take an action, but not both, on their next turn. Rolling for damage. 4 doubled for critical hit is 8 damage.
Curse you!
The Kasatha is injured. Raya advances 30 feet, then supercharges your weapon.
Energy levels at maximum! Here we go!
The Kasatha fires magic missile at you. Two damage. You have 8 hit points remaining. Raya is next to you, and the Kasatha is within range, 60 feet ahead. Raya has supercharged your weapons, making it possible for your next melee or ranged attack to deal massive damage if it hits. Navasi, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Rolling for attack. 2, plus 2 attack bonus, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 3. Miss.
Is that all you got?
For some protection from ranged attacks, try taking cover. Do you take cover? Or advance? You quickly take cover. Raya fires her laser pistol at the Kasatha.
You can't dodge me forever!
Then Raya takes cover. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at Raya. Then the Kasatha takes cover. Raya is next to you, and the Kasatha is within range and taking cover, 60 feet ahead. You are behind cover. To avoid being targeted and a bonus to your next attack, try hiding. Navasi, do you hide out of sight? Or fire at the Kasatha? You can use your turn action to try and hide when behind cover. If successful, you become hidden for 1 turn and cannot be targeted for attacks. Also, you get +2 bonus when attacking from hidden. Time to test your stealthiness. The stealth skill represents your ability to hide, avoid detection, sneak past foes, and strike from an unseen position. Rolling for stealth check. 9, plus 7 stealth bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 14. The Kasatha spots you, and you fail to hide.
You're no match for me.
Do you stay in cover? Or advance? You exit cover and advance 30 feet. Raya emerges from cover and advances 30 feet. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at Raya.
Your technique is weak.
Critical hit, 4 damage.
Ha!
Raya is injured. The Kasatha is taking cover, 30 feet ahead. And Raya is 30 feet ahead. Navasi, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Rolling for attack. 12, plus 2 attack bonus, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 13. Rolling for damage. 4. The Kasatha is hurt and visibly slowing down. Do you take cover? Or advance? You advance 30 feet. Raya supercharges your weapon.
Charged up and ready to rumble!
The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at Raya.
You're no match for me.
4 damage. Raya is in very bad condition. The Kasatha and Raya are within arm's reach. Navasi, do you swing your tactical baton at the Kasatha? Or fire at the Kasatha? Rolling for attack. 4, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 3. Miss. Do you stand your ground? Or fall back? You fall back 30 feet. Raya swings her tactical baton at the Kasatha.
Ha! Take that! And that!
2 damage. The Kasatha is heavily injured, then Raya falls back 30 feet. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at you. Raya is next to you, and the Kasatha is taking cover, 30 feet ahead. Navasi, do you fire at the Kasatha? Or take cover? Rolling for attack. 16, plus 2 attack bonus, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 17. Navasi, a quick question before rolling for damage. If you'd like to speed things up, you can turn on fast mode, where I will skip the dice roll details and jump to the outcome. Would you like to turn on fast mode? Okay, fast mode not enabled. Rolling for damage. 1. The Kasatha is unable to survive much longer. Do you take cover? Or advance? You advance 30 feet. Raya advances 30 feet, then supercharges your weapon.
Supercharge online.
The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at you. The Kasatha and Raya are within arm's reach. Navasi, do you swing your tactical baton at the Kasatha? Or fire at the Kasatha? Rolling for attack. 1. Critical fail. Do you stand your ground? Or fall back? You hold your ground, ending your turn. Raya uses a healing serum. Raya is slightly injured, then takes cover. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at you. The Kasatha and Raya are within arm's reach. Navasi, do you swing your tactical baton at the Kasatha? Or fire at the Kasatha? Rolling for attack. 16, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 15. Rolling for damage. 2. The Kasatha is severely injured. Do you stand your ground? Or fall back? You hold your ground, ending your turn. Raya swings her tactical baton at the Kasatha.
Alright! Yes!
1 damage.
Demorticus, take you!
The Kasatha is barely hanging on. The Kasatha fires his arc pistol at Raya.
Try again.
4 damage. Raya is hurt and visibly slowing down. The Kasatha and Raya are within arm's reach. Navasi, do you swing your tactical baton at the Kasatha? Or fire at the Kasatha? Rolling for attack. 12, plus 2 attack bonus, plus 1 get 'em bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 13. Rolling for damage. 6.
Cease! I've had enough!
The Kasatha is defeated.
The Kasatha clutches at his wound, then drops to his knees and raises his hands.
I submit. You have wounded me gravely. A few credits aren't worth my life.
Progress saved. 90% complete.
You quickly tie the Kasatha's hands using cables from the servers.
Do you interrogate the Kasatha? Or drag him to the entrance and alert the Starfinders? Rolling for interaction check. 8, plus 12 interaction bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 18.
The Kasatha eyes you nervously.
My name is Grex. I'm a simple mercenary. The Downside Kings hired me to do a job. Me and these goblins I know, Squeeb and Miracle. They gave us a list of components they want. All this electrical gear and a location. We've been working for 6 hours, pulling the components. I'm just here for the credits.
Do you ask what the gear is for? Or end the conversation?
Grex shrugs.
Sir, I'm not in the gang. It's none of my business. But all this electrical gear, it's high capacity. The downside kings could just buy it on the open market, but they wanted it untraceable, so they paid us to scavenge it. I overheard them talking about building a weapon. Something with a big electromagnetic pulse that can knock out a ship's systems without damaging it. They were in a hurry, saying how they need to finish it quickly, so they can hijack a ship before it gets too close to the station. Guess that's not going to happen now. Anyway, that's all I know. I swear to you on my mother's mother.
The server room marks the end of the road, and if Grex is telling the truth about his crew, you've successfully handled all the Vandals. Leading the Kasatha by his bound hands, you backtrack down the hallways. Back out at the entrance to the maintenance corridors, you call the Starfinder Society and report. Within minutes, the Starfinder who assigned you the mission, you remember that their name was Chiskisk, shows up in person to take possession of the prisoner, along with 2 security robots painted in station security colors. They listen intently while you make your report, then smile and nod.
Good work. I can tell you've got what it takes to work with the Starfinders, and station security offers you their thanks as well.
Credit balance increased to 250.
You will need a mentor to guide you in the ways of the Society, and I think I know just the dwarf. I'll be in contact. In the meantime, I imagine this disruption will displease the downside kings. You can be certain they will be looking for you. Keep a low profile.
They nod to you in appreciation, then signal to the robots. The group moves out down the corridor with Grex in tow. As you look around the abandoned corridor, your heart swells with pride. This corner of Absalom Station is a little less dangerous now, thanks to you.
Hey, let's stop by Corebox and see what these society credits will get us.
Do you head to Corebox?
You leave Pipetown and head to the market center of Down Low. You turn right into an alley, passing a street vendor selling fried ooze and a monk handing out pamphlets. At first glance, the alley is narrow and nondescript, created by the urban sprawl that is Down Low. But this alley leads to one of the largest arms dealers on the station, Corebox Armaments and Sundries. Inside, the shop is packed floor to ceiling with weapons, armor, and other adventuring supplies. Korbach himself, an elderly Vesk, stands behind the counter. The reptilian Vesk are notoriously warlike, and Korbach's shop is a treasure trove of murderous machinery. As you enter, he smiles, revealing a mouthful of sharp teeth.
It's you! I was wondering when you'd come around next.
Hello, Korbach. Just finished clearing some trouble from Pipetown on behalf of the Starfinder Society. Got some society credits, and we'd like to know what they'll get us.
Well, let me see. You'll need a few more credits to meaningfully upgrade your weapon or armor, but I have some healing serums that you could stock up on. 50 credits each.
Navasi, you currently have 1 healing serum. Healing serums instantly restore 1d8 hit points. They cost 50 credits each. You can afford to purchase up to 5. How many would you like?
At this price, how could you not?
2 healing serums added to your inventory. You have 150 credits remaining.
Raya purchases 2 healing serums.
And hey, check back later when you have a few more credits. I have a microwave projecting scorch gun that deals great damage with decent range. It would be quite the upgrade, but it runs 2,050 credits. Good choice.
You part ways with Raya and head back to your apartment, secure in the knowledge that while it may not be fancy, it also might not be home for much longer. There's a whole universe out there, just waiting for you.
Progress saved. 100% complete. Would you like to hear the episode credits? Or continue to episode 1?
This episode was written by James L. Sutter, based on the tabletop adventure Scoundrels in the Spike by Amanda Hammond, from the Starfinder Beginner Box. Voice acting in order of appearance: Kevin Pariseau as the narrator, Allison Johnson as Starfinder Chiskisk, Elizabeth Evans as Raya Danviri, L.J. Ganser as Korbak, Josh Hurley as the Worker, Squeeb, and the Skittermander, Lauren Fortgang as Murgle, Michael Braun as Grex. The Starfinder role-playing game is copyright 2019 by Paizo Inc. All rights reserved.
Congratulations! You earned the Honor Roll Award for viewing the credits. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Congratulations! You have completed episode 0 as Navasi. Would you like to play the next episode? Product purchases are not supported on your device. Please use an Echo device for any purchases.